When you look back at 2023, is there something that jumps out to say, you know what, this was a mistake. I wish I had done things differently.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if we said I didn't. I and the companies I work with didn't make mistakes. We all do, and I think, as you said last year, many people made mistakes. Hindsight's 2020, right? Um, I think there's two things that stand out as maybe the biggest. I don't know the mistakes, but the biggest areas or problematic areas of 2023, and today too. And I know we'll talk about that later, but today as well. And I think those two areas in no particular order are getting enough leads and which is interrelated with inconsistent lead flow, but a little bit different in how I think explain those. For number one, getting enough leads, I think that needs to be thought about as getting enough quality leads.
Mhm.
Lots of companies, I mean, who doesn't want more leads? But we have to be careful in what we wish for and what we do, because we don't want a lot of crap leads. We want good, high quality leads. So it's not just a matter of more pipeline, more leads, more inbound, more cold calling, more whatever. It's how do we really focus on the quality aspect of that with proper qualification, proper discovery, proper ICP identification, all the things that make up, good quality opportunities. I think a lot of companies in 2023, maybe because of previous years, I don't want to say took it for granted, but it was easier. And now we need to focus a lot more on, are we really focused on quality? Do we truly understand our ICP? Do we have good data? Are our sales teams doing proper discovery and knowing when to say no and knowing when to really dive in and focus there? So that's one. And the second, inconsistent lead flow. Of course, that's interrelated with what I just mentioned, but I also think the idea of different channels or motions come into that as well. I think, or at least in my experience, many companies I've worked with focus, their huge majority of their focus is on maybe one channel. For example, cold outreach. And so we all know, we've all seen all the data and all the numbers. It still can be very effective, but it's definitely harder than it was before. So if that's the case, what are you doing? Where are you testing? What other channels and motions are you looking at to fill in those gaps or to expand? And I don't think a lot of companies are doing that very well, especially, let's call it earlier stage companies, which is where a lot of my focus on. How do they find the time to focus and test different channels and different motions? I think that's a big one, which can help with inconsistent lead flow.